Hi, everybody. Claudia McMullen here from Fluffy Cow Coffee. As you all know, if you know Fluffy Cow, we are the only coffee company in the country that has a mission to support farm animal sanctuaries. And we do this by having our week-long online fundraiser where we give $2.50 for every item sold on our website during the course of the week to a specific sanctuary around the country. And today, we are with the lovely Lorna of Roosters of Ragnarok, and who is our partner for the week, and the weekend tonight at midnight. So we're going to chat with Lorna, and then we're going to do a call to action to buy, because we gotta write a nice check to Lorna for Roosters of Ragnarok. How you doing, Lorna?
Good. I'm doing good. How about you, Claudia?
I'm good. Tell us all about, remind me, please, and our fan base of Roosters of Ragnarok. Where are you? What does that name mean? Why roosters? And about your mission.
All right. So, yes, we are Roosters of Ragnarok. We're a chicken micro sanctuary located in Salem County, New Jersey, which is right down at the bottom near the Delaware Bridge. We've been official for 2 years, but I've had rescue chickens since 2020. And we do have more than just roosters. We have hens and roosters, and we seek to provide homes for chickens in need. So we have several with special needs. We have several that were picked up by animal control as strays. Some which were transferred to us from private owners. They couldn't keep them anymore, or they ran into regulation issues with where they were, because a large part of New Jersey doesn't allow roosters. And we're just here to provide them with a safe, secure, and loving home and make sure they get the care that they deserve, which so many chickens don't, unfortunately.
Yeah. Now, so you rehome. So are you so you're a sanctuary.
Yes. Yeah.
When
Everyone who comes
you get
to
a resident,
with us.
They stay for the rest of their lives.
Correct. Everyone will stay with us until the end.
Okay. And how many chickens and roosters do you have currently?
We're at 18 currently.
Okay. And are we maxed out, or is there?
No, so the physical capacity that I set for the sanctuary is 20. So we're 2 under our physical capacity, but that capacity number 20 is the max, and it'll depend on the needs of the residents that we have here as to if we can actually meet that max or if we keep it lower for our special needs cases.
And how are you feeling about the way things are right now with the 18? Do you feel like you do have room for 2 more, or no, because your the demands of the residents that you currently have are enough?
Well, we potentially have 2 more coming next week, so that will put us at capacity. We were working with a group out of New York that has a big rescue effort surrounding Kaporos, which is a ritual holiday, and they rescue a lot of chickens from New York during that. And we have 2 that may be coming here next week.
I think we talked about this last year.
I think so.
I just had something spark in my brain that this is something I've heard about in New York, and it has to do with what's the community? Is it Haitian?
No, it's the Hasidic Jewish community, and it's a very small subset of the Hasidic Jewish community that do it with chickens.
Yeah. And they sacrifice chickens.
They do. And there's a big rescue effort each year. We've got 4 here currently who were rescued from Kaporos, 3 in 2023 and 1 in 2022.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're wonderful.
Good for you. I mean, I didn't even know about that until you educated me. You also educated me about roosters last year, as I recall.
Yeah, we like what we do, and education's a big component of it. So we were lucky enough we have a chicken here named Hank, who is a hen, despite her name, and she actually likes people more than she likes other chickens. So we've done a couple of events where she'll come with us, and people get the chance to meet her and pet her, and she'll run around, and she's happy as can be. And it gives people the chance to actually get to know chickens, because many people have never actually had the opportunity to see one, let alone pet one.
Right. I mean, I only had my first opportunity, honestly, when when I bought Fluffy Cow in 2020, and we went to a sanctuary and did a photo shoot because I wanted to talk about, what we're doing. And I was holding a chicken, and I'd never held a chicken before. I didn't know how to hold a chicken. I held a chicken.
That's pretty fantastic. They're great.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, tell me again about Ragnarok. Where did that come from? Is
Yeah,
it
so
Viking?
it is. Yes, good memory. So Ragnarok is the Old Norse end of the world story. And I've always had a big interest in Viking Age history. And at the time when I was starting to think about having a chicken sanctuary and making my rescuing a little bit more official, I was doing Viking Age reenactment with a group here in New Jersey.
That's
And
right.
the story of Ragnarok, so the Viking end of the world, begins with the crowing of three roosters.
Mm.
There's one down in the Viking version of hell, there's one up with the gods, and one with people. And these three crowing kind of kicks it all off, and it's fiery, then it's icy, and it's terrible, and everybody dies basically. And for some people, that's where the story ended. There are other versions of the story where from all that destruction comes beauty, and
Mm.
the earth is kind of reborn. The world is kind of reborn as a beautiful, lush green place where all the animals are living free of humans, basically. And so that's kind of what we want to see. We want to see a world where everyone's living equally, these
Mm-hmm.
guys included.
Mm-hmm. And how do you spread that word to to people who don't know anything about roosters or chickens, and or Roosters of Ragnarok, or what it is we do, or what it is you and your colleagues do?
So, a combination, we've tried to increase our presence on social media over the past couple of years. As I'm sure every sanctuary ever has said, it's a time commitment. So, it's trying to squeeze the time in for that, but trying to increase our presence online. And then also, when we do go to events, we'll do a lot of talking about chickens. We've got some literature that we hand out, and we even have, because we'll go to Renaissance fairs and stuff and chat
Yeah,
about chickens.
sure.
And we even have coloring pages for kids that have the stories of the residents on the back. And obviously, it's a very nice kid-friendly version of each of their stories. But we've had a lot of kids come up to us after, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so excited to meet Hank. That was fantastic." And so it's a lot of that, a lot of talking about the chickens and trying to share their stories.
Yes, that's right. Now, have you been able to go into any schools, for example?
We haven't done any schools yet. We're real careful about bringing the residents anywhere because we want to make sure it's not stressful for them, which is why
Right.
Hank's been so good at it. But also with all the bird flu scares at the
Yes.
moment,
Yes.
we're not doing a ton of travel right now.
Yes.
We did an event in Delaware this year where Hank had all her official paperwork and we traveled. But no schools yet. That would be fun though, I think.
Yeah, I can totally see though with the bird flu scare and the stress on the animal.
Yep, and
Right.
that's why we've been real particular on who can come. So Hank, as I said, she likes people more than chickens, so she's a great candidate for it. And then Kit, who is my first ever Cornish cross rooster, he loved to be around people. So
Mm-hmm.
he was a good one too. But other than that, nobody really travels with us because they would be too stressed.
Yeah, yeah. And you got to make sure that doesn't happen.
Exactly.
Now, have you seen, Lorna? You have seen, I'm sure, our amazing new packaging.
I have. I was actually commenting on that. My mom purchased coffee for the fundraiser, and
Mm-hmm.
she had posted a picture of it, and I commented right on it because I absolutely love the new packaging.
Did you see the plot chickens?
That's the one that I got. That's my favorite. I'm a big light roast fan, so it worked out well.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're so excited about our new packaging because it's just so damn cute. We can't stand
Mhm.
ourselves how good this is. And also, like, if you ever want to go to an event, a veg fest, a vegan fest, something like that, and represent, Fluffy Cow, we will you could sell coffee and we'll give you a nice donation to Roosters of Ragnarok.
Oh, that would be fantastic. We'll definitely have to chat about that. That could be
Yes.
fun.
Absolutely. Now, I know we had some scheduling issues this week, so just for everybody out there, we normally do these live streams like during the week of the fundraiser, but probably like 3 or 4 days ago, than the last day of the fundraiser, because I know now in the East Coast, I mean, the fundraiser ends in 10 hours. but it's still there. We still have 10 hours. And in the West Coast, we have 12 hours, no, 11 hours. So we got to get the word out for the next 11 hours, Lorna, because we want to buy on that website. And if you don't drink coffee, we have really fun swag. We have species specific swag. We have chicken swag. We have donkey swag. We have all kinds of swag. And we donate $2.50 for every single item sold for the rest of the day until midnight tonight to Lorna's Roosters of Ragnarok. So we got to get that word out. Now, Lorna, tell me, like, what kind of impact like $200 to $300 would have if we could raise that today?
It has a huge impact. So last year when we chatted about what the plan was with the funds, it was going towards fencing. We were going to fence in the whole sanctuary. I'm going to admit we didn't actually do that. So what we ended up doing is that money went towards, we built a custom coop for our Cornish Cross residents. Okay. So these guys, they're a very large breed of chicken. They're the ones that are typically raised for meat. Right. Now, obviously, that's not what they're here for.
And they don't live long.
So
they don't live long, even when unless you know how to treat them. They don't live long, even when rescued, because they get too big.
So yes and no. Okay. There are definitely sanctuaries around here who've had them live to 9 years of age. They do have health problems, and you do have to limit their diet, restrict their food, and pay very special attention to like joint health, heart health, things like that. Mm-hmm. But they can live long lives. So we built them a coop because they're different than the regular crew. They don't roost, so they lie on the ground. They don't roost. They have, especially as they get older, they have issues going up and down ramps, things like that. Mm-hmm. So we built them a custom coop that's easy for them to get into. Mm-hmm. It's got great ventilation. And then we built a custom pen around that area. Mm-hmm. So that's where the money went last year, was towards the creation of this coop, which I'll post pictures of later today, because it's I'm very proud of what we did with that. And it's been a great space for them.
And I love it. I just love, I love whatever the money goes towards. I love, being able to help in whatever need you have. But I also really love when I know that the donation has gone to a specific need. Like, I always talk about, raising enough money to buy a French drain to help pigs in wet climates, or raising enough money to buy a large animal evacuation tool for wildfire and natural disaster. So I love this. I love the idea that you built a coop and a pen with the money. So what would you do this year?
We're back to fencing again now.
I see. We're circling back to fencing. Okay.
We are. That'll be the big spring project. So we're setting aside funds for that now. Mm-hmm. We've had a very exciting year. We're actually currently in the process of getting electricity run out to the coops as well. So there's a lot of trenches running around the chicken yard right now as we get that electricity installed. So they'll have it running right directly to the coop. So yeah, we're going to, spring of this year, we'll be fencing in the whole sanctuary and redoing a lot of the bird netting. So that's where the money's going to go.
All right, Lorna. Now we have our work cut out for us for the next few hours.
Yes.
We want to get the word out. We want to be able to fence the joint.
We do.
And we want to we want electricity to run to the coops.
Mm-hmm. We do.
so that they can stay warm in the winter.
So there's less extension cords everywhere.
and less of a fire hazard with extension cords everywhere. All right. So Lorna, you and I are both going to do what we can today to continue to sell so we can send you a big old check tomorrow.
Thank you so much for doing this with us, Claudia.
We love it. And we'll look forward to doing it again next year, and we'll talk. We'll reach out about events.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay. You have a great rest of your day, Lorna.
You as well. Bye, everyone.
Bye.